love being a mom. Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. If you're new here, my name's Alora. I make motherhood, faith, and lifestyle content. I am so happy you're here. I was probably like halfway through my Bible reading before she was really needing mama, and so I had to just pause. I'm gonna pick it up here in a little bit once she's in a little bit of a better mood. I find that sometimes all she really needs is just some snuggles and mama's milk, and she's good to go. Like, that's all she needs. And she's one happy gal after that. Sorry if the camera's shaking. It's on the couch and my daughter is just kind of moving and grooving everywhere. So yeah, no promises this is gonna be not shaky. So do you guys remember a few vlogs back I mentioned that our dryer was dying and that we had to get a new one? Well, our dishwasher broke, and I actually posted on my Instagram last week that the dishwasher stopped working, and so we called someone to come and fix it. Well, an appliance repairman came, he's looking at it, and he's like, it's gonna cost more to fix it than it will to just get a new one. And so I was like, are you kidding me? I told him, I was like, we literally had our dishwasher less than 2 years. So basically what happened was there was a leak, there was a function of the dishwasher not working, and it caused water to spray onto the motor. And like, the repairs were over $700, and the cost of a new dishwasher is around, I mean, depending on how fancy you go, but we're not fancy people, so we paid around like $500 or $600 something for a new dishwasher. But I was like, are you kidding me? So we had the Medea brand. Never buy that, okay? Don't buy it. Save yourself some money. My review for the Medea dishwashers is 0 out of 10. We bought it brand new less than 2 years ago, and it's already useless. So we ended up going with a Bosch because the repairman actually recommended that for us. He was telling us that he sees the least amount of issues with that brand of dishwashers. And so we got into the Lowe's website, and lo and behold, guess what was on sale? Dishwasher. Which, if you guys remember in the vlog where I mentioned the dryers were on sale the same week our dryer was dying. And when we went to go order our dishwasher, it was the last day of the sale. You can believe what you want to believe, but I fully believe that was just the Lord looking out for us once again, because I don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything works for a reason, even the small, minute things in life. I fully believe is orchestrated by God. It makes you look at those situations that are so frustrating and that, you know, it's kind of costly, but then you see God's hand in it and you see the silver lining. Even though our dishwasher died and that's so frustrating, you still provided a way for us to get a cheaper dishwasher than if it were full price. We had it delivered and installed yesterday, and so I'm very grateful to be having a working dishwasher again, because I have been washing dishes by hands for a solid week. So we have a new dishwasher now. Here, you can maybe see it right there. And actually the guy who installed our dishwasher was like, oh, I like Bosch's. Like, if I'm gonna recommend a dishwasher, it's gonna be a Bosch. And I was like, oh, well, that's good to hear. You know, so two different professionals both recommended a Bosch. So I'm very hopeful that this one will actually last us at least more than 2 years. So here in a little bit, we're going to have a little impromptu play date. I had a friend text me last minute asking if she could come over today. So we are going to have a play date here in a little bit, which it's always nice to stay at home mom, just like finding things to fill your morning until nap time. Sometimes that can be really hard, but usually play dates are always a successful thing. Oh, thank you. Tomorrow morning, actually, my sister's dropping off her kids at my house. I'll be babysitting them for the morning, which Caspian loves his cousins, so he'll be so excited. I haven't told him yet, because if I tell him right now, he'll ask about them all day long. So I'm just gonna have him wake up tomorrow morning, kind of be surprised with them here, because they're coming pretty early in the morning. On Friday, I'm taking both my kids to my parents' house, and they're going to stay the night for the weekend, and my sister's dropping off all of her kids, so it's gonna be like this fun little cousin camp out at my parents' house. And so they're gonna have all their grandkids under one roof this weekend, and us parents just can have time to ourselves, which is always nice, especially during these younger years when your kids require a lot of your attention. It's nice just to kind of like breathe, I guess, you know, and like not have to like constantly be on high alert every single second of the day. So it'll be a nice little kid-free weekend. Yeah, and my kids will have a fun weekend with their grandparents. I mean, I think back to when I was a kid, and a lot of my favorite core memories were spent with my grandparents. And like, it's just, as a mom, I'm so excited and happy for my kids to get to experience that relationship with their grandparents. It's just so exciting just to see them love on their grandparents the same way I love on mine. It is quite a while later, like a few hours later, and I am just quickly cooking up some rice on the stove. I'm making this chicken fried rice for dinner tonight, and I actually have a reel on how to make that, so if you want to check that out, I'll have it linked. But you have to have cooked and chilled rice for the recipe, so I'm just gonna quickly cook this and then chill in the fridge until dinner. And it's gonna taste really good. Sorry, that's Caspian in the back. It's gonna taste really good. Chicken fried rice is one of my favorite recipes because I top it with my homemade yum yum sauce. So good. And like, I love Asian food. Like, Asian food is my jam. So I'm really excited for dinner tonight. Like, you know, like when dinner, you know, dinner's gonna be so good, you just get excited for dinner time. That's gonna be tonight, because yes, love me some chicken fried rice. I need to put Ellery down for a nap here in a little bit. Once the rice is done, I'm not just gonna leave it unattended on the stove. That would not be good. So once this rice is done, we're gonna put Miss Ellery down for a nap. Yes, I'm talking about you. And then Caspian is outgrowing his current size. He's in a size 2, but he's very much ready for 3T. Are you talking? What are you saying? Are you trying to talk away out of a nap? I don't know. I think it'd be beneficial for you. I think a nap would do you really good. You want to come here? I'm wanting to like officially switch all of his clothes from 2T to 3T. But something I've noticed is that like 3T shirts fit him fine. 3T pants, the length of the pant fits him perfectly. Like his legs are long enough for these pants, but the waist, like, doesn't matter how much I cinch it with like the little cinchers in the pants, they're falling off. Like, I'm in a bit of a pickle with that because his 2T pants, while the waist fits great, the leg part is way too short on his legs. They're high waters on him. So it's like, either I make him look like a dork with high water pants, or I make him look like a thug with some saggy pants. I'm thinking I'll just have to keep his 2T pants and just switch out his shirts and his pajamas, because really it's the jeans that are the most issue. Like, the jeans just cannot fit him perfectly. But I've spoken with other moms who kind of have that same issue. Like, the pants, you just can't get it right. Is this done? Oh, okay. This rice, that looks done. I think it just needs to, I'm gonna fluff it. Oh yeah, that's like sticking to the bottom. I'm gonna fluff this rice, let it rest and cool down before I stick it in the fridge. All right, Miss Ellery, it is gonna be nap time. It's nap time. The basket of clothes right here that I'm just going to sort through. I made myself a little afternoon pick-me-up, and I decided while I sort these clothes and hang some of them up, I would just kind of have like a little coffee chat with you guys. Something new that I will be doing with my channel is kind of having these bonus Wednesday videos. And the first one actually just went up this week. So if you want to see that video, go check it out. And I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about that video. I have no ill will towards the person who, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out that video. But anyways, I just kind of want to make it very clear that I have no ill will towards the person who made that comment. We are all human. We all make mistakes. We all say things we don't mean sometimes, especially on the internet. I highly disagree with that person who made that comment. But like, he didn't hurt my feelings. Honestly, what hurt is the thought of the fact that there are people who think of stay-at-home moms in that way. And I think that breaks my heart more, because there's a whole group of women who stay home with their kids, and there are people who think of them as less than, and that breaks my heart. But in terms of what he directly said about me, that does not bother me, guys, at all. 110% did not bother me. And I even mentioned that in the video, because at the end of the day, it comes down to the fact that he is a stranger and I am a stranger. And it's easy to make assumptions about people you don't know. And like, I get how easy that is, just to kind of jump to conclusions based off of a video, you know, and how you interpret that video. So like I said, like, that comment did not bother me, but I know that it could have bothered another woman who maybe is a stay-at-home mom, and that could have bothered her. So anyways, all that to say is I never wanted to come across as me trying to like pin this person down or anything like that. It was just his comment sparked conversation, and while I highly disagree with his comment, I don't wish any violence over him or any ill will. I hope he has a beautiful life, and I do hope he changes his mind and that he maybe considers to rethink how he views a stay-at-home mom, instead of viewing her as a weak mother or a less than a woman, to maybe look at the beauty of a stay-at-home mom. And that's kind of why we made that video, is just to kind of share why we chose for me to stay home with our kids. And it had nothing to do with laziness, and everything to do with, okay, what's practical for our family, what makes sense financially, what's going to help us thrive. So just kind of jumping back to the Wednesday videos, let me know what you guys think of those, if there's any topics you want us to discuss. Also, I thrifted this shirt, and there is a huge stain on the front and back of this shirt that I did not see in the store. Does that just like, I mean, okay, it was $1.99. I'm not gonna like get too bent out of shape about it, but like, does that ever annoy you when you thrift a piece of clothing and you didn't catch the hole, or you didn't catch the stain? So I'm throwing it away because it's like a huge stain. It looks really bad. I'm just throwing it away. It's not worth saving. It was less than $2. Like I said, I'm not gonna get out of shape about it. It's just the fact that I didn't inspect it. Like, I have been thrifting long enough to where I should have known better, but here we are. I'm going to quit the yapping, get these clothes taken care of, and continue on with the rest of our day. Being a mom. My sister and her husband just came by to pick up their kids. And, well, it's public knowledge now, so I might as well say they went to go get an ultrasound done to go see their baby. So my sister is 10 weeks along, and yeah, they just went and got their first ultrasound done. I had 5 kids this morning. I can't even tell you how many times I was asked for a snack. You know, every kid literally asked for a snack. So I had every kid, with the exception of Ellery, asking for something to eat, and I've never been asked so many times in my life, but it just like cracked me up, because it makes you wonder, like, what was I like as a kid? Like, was I always this hungry? I don't know. I can't remember. Also, my sister actually brought me a coffee. So if you're like wondering what is a good surprise for like any stay-at-home mom, it is this. Surprise them with a coffee. She knows my go-to, which is the iced brown sugar oat milk shake and espresso. I'm currently feeding Ellery some homemade cream of mushroom. As I mentioned before, I'm trying to like slowly make more health conscious switches in terms of the foods that we're eating. And so something that I ditched actually quite a long time ago is canned condensed soups. And I make my own. And I thought maybe Ellery would like some of this, and she loves it. She has been devouring this stuff. I will actually have a reel out in the near future on how to make this condensed cream of mushroom soup. Stay tuned for that if you're wondering how it's made. It tastes fresher than the canned stuff, and it holds up, like look at this. It holds up as thick as the canned stuff, so it's a great alternative. Today is Friday and the kids are heading over to my parents' house today. I need to still pack their bags, get Ellery's food around, and then I also want to just tidy the house quickly before we leave. And then we're going to drive on over to my parents' house. And there's also a local thrift store in my hometown that I really want to hit up as well. They always have like really good stuff and the prices aren't too bad. So I might hit up that thrift store. It is a beautiful day outside today. I am just like loving the sun. The sun just like instantly brightened up your mood. This morning I was reading a news story, and you guys ever just read a news story that just like completely breaks your heart, and it just like puts you in such a bad mood. Like the news story I was reading, it was so sad. Like it was just so incredibly sad, and it just shows like how evil people can really be. I always try to think of all the good in humanity, because if you dwell on all the bad, it like really just tears your spirit apart. Like it's just crushing. But just seeing the sun, having it shine, it's just really uplifting my mood that I was put in this morning from this news article. Like, I mean, it's good to be informed, but man, maybe I just should not read the news early in the morning. So we are back home. This is what happened. I was driving. I stopped for gas and I realized, shoot, I forgot all of Ellery's food in the freezer. I forgot all her breast milk in the freezer. I forgot all of her food in the fridge. We are 30 minutes into our trip. My parents live about 50 minutes away from us. And I have no choice. I have to turn around. Like, all of her food is at home. And when I got back in from pumping gas, both kids were just losing it. And so the whole 30 minutes back home was nothing but screaming. And my initial plan was I'm just gonna run into the house, grab the food, hop into the car, and then head back to my parents. But it's lunchtime, the kids are tired, they're hungry. We're gonna come inside, we're gonna eat lunch, take a break from the car for a little bit before we have to go back into the car for a 50-minute trip. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I have a pounding headache. It was chaotic the whole drive home, and it's like there's nothing you can do. You are trapped in your car, you are confined in this tight space. And so, like, I didn't know if I should turn the music up or if I should just turn the music. I was so overstimulated. I was praying when we get back into the car that both kids will just fall asleep because now they have full bellies. It's like one of those moments where you like could totally just bawl your eyes out. But I was like, no, I'm not going to bawl my eyes out. The kids are just hungry. They're tired. I'm hungry. I'm tired. We're all hungry and tired. So that's just kind of what the past hour has looked like. Driving with some pretty cranky kids in the back. To head home. The kids are inside with my parents right now. I'm literally sitting in my parents' driveway. I did hit up the thrift store. I didn't record just because I just didn't feel like it. But I found some really good things. Starting off, I found a shower curtain. I've been really not liking the one we currently have, plus it's old. And so I found this one for only $4. So cute. It's got like little pom-poms. And then I found this rug, and it was only $1, but it's this beautiful, just like blue and pink rug. And then last but not least, I found this really cute springy, it's a pen holder, but you can really just put anything in it. I thought about maybe like putting it on the nightstand and having the remote in it, but we'll see. And so that's what I got. I spent like $5 for everything, which that's not bad. And then I also picked up my little brother from school. And you guys, my little brother is in high school. It was so weird, like coming back to my alma mater, and like I parked in the same area that I used to park in high school. And it was just so nostalgic. And it also made me kind of want to cry. But like, I remember parking in that high school parking lot, dropping my brother off at the elementary. And now here I am, a mom, an adult, picking up my little brother from high school, and it just was like a flood of emotions, you know? I grabbed myself an iced coffee from McDonald's. You guys, do not sleep on the McDonald's iced coffee. It is so good. It was only $2, and I got the French vanilla, just normal iced coffee. I'm gonna sip this, listen to some worship music, and head on home. Kyle and I are going out for dinner tonight, which is really exciting because we don't really go out to eat often. Today has felt like such an up and down day, but you know what? We're ending on a high note, and thank you, Jesus, for that. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, friends.